shows a very narrow Biden victory. Steve's here now. How so, Steve?
Yeah, Shep, it's really interesting. You know, 4 years ago, we talked about how the polls were all wrong and it allowed Donald Trump to eke out a win. You start to look at this map and you see Biden's going to win, and Biden's going to win the popular vote by an even larger margin than Hillary Clinton. But when you look at the Electoral College, the polls were wrong again. And there was a path there for Donald Trump that he almost snuck through again. So here's where things are right now, 279, 214. If you just play this out, Biden leads in Arizona, Biden leads in Georgia. If he hangs on there, and if Trump hangs on in Alaska and North Carolina, that's probably the most likely finish to this thing. That's what the Electoral College count will look like, 306, 232. That's the flip of 2016 when Trump got 306 and it was Biden that got and Clinton that got 232. Interestingly, though, you think of those final polls. Remember national polls with Biden leading by 10, polls with Biden up in Florida, Texas, Ohio, Iowa. Trump carried a lot of those states that the polls, showed Biden with a shot in. And even you could look at Wisconsin, Georgia, and Arizona. Just go through these three states very quickly here. Look at where the results are right now. It's 20,000 votes for Biden in Wisconsin. It's about 10,000, a little bit more in Georgia. And it's about 15,000 in Arizona. If that holds, those three states, had they gone the other way, had they gone for Trump, he'd be tied in the Electoral College, positioned to win the presidency in the House, a swing of 45,000 votes in three states. We might be looking at a tie right now.
Bing, 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 bing.
Okay, so what is the very latest?
Let's walk through some of these states in the context of what you were just talking about with Kristen and other guests earlier in the program. You mentioned Pennsylvania. Since we called the race, projected the race at about noon on Saturday, Joe Biden's lead now is 45,000 plus. That is up 11,000 since Saturday. As they continue to count the mail-in ballots, Joe Biden's lead is going up in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, as again, up 11,000 since we called the race on Saturday. Georgia, it's a more narrow lead, 14,149, but that is up a net 5,000 votes since we projected the race for Joe Biden on Saturday. In Georgia, they're counting mail-in ballots. Biden's lead is going up. Let's move west. Out in Nevada, we've already projected this state for Biden. Aaron, they're still counting some votes there, though. But since we projected it on Saturday, 36,000 vote lead right now. That is up 14,000 since Saturday. And one more I want to show you is Arizona, which is still in play here. This is the one state. Biden leads now by 13,766. That lead is down. It's down. The president has made up about 6,000 votes since Saturday. So Arizona shrinking a little bit. Biden's still in charge. One more state I want to show you because the Trump campaign had a call today, and they said they're going to file a federal fraud suit in Michigan. 148,000 vote plus lead. 148,000. Donald Trump won the state by 10,000 votes 4 years ago. I've been doing this for 35 years. You're going to say there was fraud to flip 150,000 votes, Aaron? Not happening.
No.
Just not happening. So let me just go to this map. I want to put this in a context for you real quick. Why are they doing this? This is where we are right now, right? Let's just say the president picks up North Carolina. We haven't called that yet. And Alaska, they're still counting votes. And Joe Biden holds his leads in Georgia. Move that over. And in Arizona. That gives Biden 306, even if President Trump were successful with a challenge in Pennsylvania. Joe Biden's still the president of the United States. Even if he was successful with a challenge in Pennsylvania and in Georgia, Joe Biden is still president of the United States. So even if they flipped two states, it's not enough. And those are the two biggest states on the board that are, quote unquote, still in play. They're not still in play. So that just highlights the ludicrous nature of this, that if Joe Biden could hold Pennsylvania, Donald Trump could flip the others, he'd still be president of the United States. The math here is just not there.
No, the math is insurmountable. And as you point out with Michigan, just make the point, Clinton, didn't contest this. 15 times greater margin of victory, 150,000 votes. That is just not going to change.
The average swing in a recount is maybe 500 votes.
Right. I mean, it's just to give people a sense of what we're really talking about here.